Hello, welcome back everyone. This is Chaos Mirage. Welcome back to this Fire Emblem 3 Houses Golden Deer playthrough. Alright, let's begin. Today we have one more quest. Quest battle we need to do, the Fódlan throat thing. After that, I think I can move on to next month. And today I'm definitely going to finish the month I'm in. And get to the next chapter. We might be able to get like a decent way through the next chapter too. Let's see how the battle goes. I think the story is gonna deviate from this point. So yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen next. Alright, let's watch the cutscenes and then we'll move on. Lorenz and Claude support level A. Cool.
Nurtures the trees, and the trees bear fruit. It's the earth itself that gives us all life. O Fódlan, land of plenty, bless us with the gift of delicious food. What are you doing? Oh, it's just you, Lorenz. I was disturbed by your ridiculous blather. Must you recite it quite so loudly? And can you even call that nonsense poetry when it is utterly ignorant of rhyme and meter? Ouch! You don't hold back, do you? I didn't know you were so particular about poetry. Ha! Maybe you have a secret poetry collection of your own hidden somewhere. That's absurd. Where did you hear that? And just what was that poem about? It seemed to me that you were praising the land. But is it not the goddess who nurtures the land? Should your praise not go to her instead? Of course you zero in on that detail. You really are a Fódlan noble through and through. Certainly. Aren't you? I'm not quite the same, no. Though noble blood flows within me, it can't change who I am at heart. Pardon? I think you had best clarify. Listen, Lorenz. You had ambitions of becoming the Alliance's ruler, didn't you? Would you like to try that for real? If you really want it, I wouldn't mind giving up my position. What's this all of a sudden? That is not an offer to be made in jest. I'm not joking around. I've been thinking it for a while now. I originally thought you were like a fox drawn in by the deer of the Alliance. But I was wrong. You're no thoughtless predator. You're trying to properly train the deer around you. Isn't that right? That is my intention. But the ambition is insufficient. To rule well, a certain temperament is required. When we first met, I mistrusted you a great deal, and on my father's advice, I observed you closely. That is why I can say this for certain. You possess the qualities necessary to govern. A compliment from you? That's about as rare as a deer standing on its hind legs and doing a jig. Merely a statement of fact, one that is quite relevant to the future of the Alliance. The future of the Alliance, huh? You really are devoted to your cause. Depending on your actions, I may yet see fit to seize your position for myself. Bear that in mind. I welcome the idea. It means I can feel safe vanishing whenever I see fit. Vanishing? Do not tell me you intend to die in this conflict. You cannot shape the future if you do not live to see it. Ha! First you compliment me, and now you're worrying about me? What have you done with the real Lorenz? No, I'm not going to die. I'm tougher than I look. Besides, this war isn't just for the Alliance anymore. It's going to decide the fate of all Fódlan. It would be cruel to leave you with the burden of uniting all of Fódlan by yourself. Don't you think? Burden? Please. If there were none other suitable, I would gladly become a king. Or even an emperor. Well. I guess I shouldn't take Lorenz of the famous House Gloucester so lightly. Really though. Don't you go dying on me either, Lorenz. We're going to need men like you in the age to come. The same to you, Claude. A world without you would be ever so dull.
Okay, that is that's very nice. That feels like a support level 8 event. There's two support level 8 on Leonie and Ignaz, which I did not expect. You only go to B with Lorenz and Claude. So Marianne and Helda are the ones you need. Alright.
Ah, Leonie! no, I'm on my way back. I was thinking of adding a little color to my latest piece, so...
Come to think of it, I've still never seen your work. Here, let me take a peek.
It doesn't work like that. You have to let me know in advance. I need time to prepare.
Oh, lighten up. Wow, look at all that paper. Are these all drawings? What should I look at first?
Wherever we travel, I try to capture the feeling and character of the landscape. I guess they've all kind of piled up. Each place is unique. Not just the geography, but also the clothing and architecture and so on. Everywhere has its own design sensibilities.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be only one way to do stuff like engraving, but it actually varies a lot.
Just within the Alliance, the styles are quite different between the North and South, and the Empire's even more diverse.
Oh, here's a landscape. What a bright blue sky. Really make it seem alive.
The blue of the sky changes with the season too. In the summer it's darker, and yet in the winter, it's almost luminous. And, of course, the landscape below affects the sky's appearance by virtue of contrast. It's hard to get the color just right, so I spend a lot of time experimenting with pigments and... Oh no, I'm so sorry, I've been talking your ear off.
Listen, Ignatz, you need to become a painter.
Huh?
Don't say it's not useful. Your talent moves people. Someday, I'm sure your art will save someone's life.
Oh no, I wouldn't go nearly that far.
Remember that girl you told me about? You made her so happy, and you're only just starting out. Think about what you could do now that you've had so much practice. This is your calling.
You think so?
Yeah, it's something you can do that no one else can. I envy you. I wish I had a gift like that. So stop apologizing for your talent and just do it.
Thank you, Leonie. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to think about.
Alright, Leonie and Raphael, they're going to A. Nice. Okay.
Hey, writing to your sister again?
You bet! Gotta reply to these things as soon as they come in.
You had one last week, too. It's great to see you're both so good about staying in touch. It's especially important when there's a war going on.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. My sister wrote to say how much she loved the painting supplies you sent.
Good. I'm glad gathering those pigments paid off.
You even made her a brush. I really appreciate you doing all that for her.
I was fascinated with painting at that age. I was a pretty artistic kid, if you can believe it. Not a lot of time for it when you're hungry, though.
Sounds like you had a pretty tough time growing up too, huh?
I guess so. I never thought of it that way. But it's true that children in my village don't usually get to choose their futures. Any one of us could have had the talent for artistic genius and never even noticed. I was one of the lucky ones. I only got to follow my passion thanks to my father and all the other folks. That's why, once I come into my own, the first thing I'll do is head back there and help the other kids.
Oh, wow. It's like all the kids in your village are counting on you.
No need to exaggerate it. Besides, it's not like I'm unique. You're working hard for your sister's future, aren't you?
Yeah. It's like me and you are both carrying big weights. We should try sharing the weight with each other. You know, lighten both of our loads.
Huh?
If we share our problems, then we only gotta carry half the weight, right? It works out for everybody.
It's probably a good thing you didn't try to take on your family's business. If you take half of my burden and I take half of yours, the total's still the same.
Nah, that doesn't sound right. Everything's lighter when you don't gotta carry it alone.
Well, that doesn't sound right.
On second thought, you might be right. With the right attitude and the right partner to share the burden, maybe it is only half the weight.
Now you're getting it. It's a waste of energy to struggle alone when there's someone who can help you.
That's true. And I do hate waste, as you well know. So when it comes to working toward the future you're after, you know I won't fall short.
Great! And you should never fall short on sharing a big meal with me, too.
Deal.
I think that's... Nope, you already has one with Byleth. Cool.
Where is that darn ladder?
Need help with something, Lysithia?
I can't find the ladder anywhere, and I needed to check out the books up on that top shelf.
Want me to just grab one for you?
No, I need to be able to dig around myself.
No problem. You can sit on my shoulders instead. Up you go.
Hang on a sec. That's not... Ugh! I hope nobody saw that. Anyway, thank you. That was helpful. I can't believe how many fantastic books were hidden just out of reach up there. Thanks for being so patient while I rummaged.
No problem at all. It was my pleasure.
Hey, Raphael. You're always extra nice to me. Is it because I remind you of your sister Maya?
Yeah, I can't help but think about her whenever I see you around. We lost our parents when she was still real little, so she never had adults around to do stuff for her. That's probably why she grew up to be the kind of kid who wants to do everything on her own.
That's certainly something I can relate to.
I keep telling her that it's okay to rely on her big bro a little bit. Like, when there's stuff she can't do because she's too slow. She just needs to ask someone bigger to do it. I told her that she could help me when I'm having trouble with stuff too. Then we would be even.
Young or old, we can all help one another out. We each have our strengths and weaknesses. Receiving help and providing help in return. It sounds so simple, really.
It is simple! I knew you'd get it.
I do. And I hope you understand that you can come to me for help too, Raphael. I can't be the only one receiving aid. It makes me feel incompetent and like a kid. I hate that.
Alright then. You can help me clean up my room.
I bet it's a disaster knowing you. I'll help you on that front, but I've got some rules on how to keep things tidy. You'll need to listen up.
If you could help with the actual tidying, that would probably be better. No need to bother with rules. I don't really do so good with remembering that complicated stuff. Oh! I got an idea. It would be even better if you could just come by and tidy up from now on. If you keep helping me, then I can help you whenever you need it. No guilt.
Whenever I need it, huh? How long does that offer me?
From now on. Like for always. I don't know what's so difficult to understand.
For always sounds nice. I'm fine with that.
I think Raphael just got a maid. Support of a bee.
Oh, this is pointless. My head's about to split in two.
Wow, Malthus, what's with you, friend? I've never seen you so deep in thought. Next thing I know, snow will be dumping out of the sky here in a bit.
Shut your trap. I'm driving myself crazy over here. Out of my mind, okay?
Lie.
Ah, fine. You know how I never got any stories out of you the other day?
How could I forget? I won every last round. It was clear that both Lady Luck and the goddess herself had given up on you. Your powers of deliberation weren't together either.
You got me off my stride, got it? But it was clear I'd never win a story from you, so I went digging. I was especially curious about that crest of yours, so I went rifling around for a lead. Got to thinking.
You must have time on your hands if you're spending it thinking. Well, let's hear it.
There's a story they tell where my mom grew up. Long ago, the village got in a squabble with some folks looking to conquer the place. The village elder gave some holy red stuff to their wounded soldiers. Some kind of liquid, who knows? After she did that, some of them made a complete recovery, against all odds. The rest of them were changed, but not for the better. They have been vanished before long.
And then?
Crests suddenly manifested for the ones who survived. They weren't inherited, gifted by the goddess. It's a real thinker, yeah? A real thinker.
Near death but survived, despite all odds. Wait, The altar my mom saved. Could he have used something similar? No, it can't be. Yet, something here is unsettling in its familiarity.
Hit the mark, did I?
I don't know whether you hit the mark or missed it entirely. But your story was a keeper, regardless. The truth is, I've been trying to sort out who I am. And, well, I haven't been successful at it. I don't even know whether my mother is truly my birth mother. Why it is I have this quest. At this point, I have nothing but speculations. Maybe I'll sink into my grave without ever knowing the truth.
Lots of things in life don't have an answer. Just pick the story you like best and run with it. That's better than finding out a truth you can't live with. You can really mess your head up like that.
Damn it, you're right. To think that something so trivial could bother someone like me.
Look who's a quick learner. Thinking too much will sap your energy, pal. I avoid it whenever possible. In fact, it's been ages since I last thought so deeply. My head is really hurting now. But if that old legend is true, what was that holy red stuff? What happened to the banished soldiers? Once I start thinking about all that, I keep going round and round in my head. It's dawn, and then it's nightfall, and then it's dawn again. And
What? What?
Hey!
let me at him! Not a fight then. That's what I get for overusing the old noggin.
Oh,
Damn fool.
that's hilarious. Okay. Like, it went back, like, the support thing started, which, like, Byleth is telling Yuri's story, and Yuri ties it back to his backstory, and, like, then ends with Byleth is overusing his head and passing out. I love it. Oh, that was hilarious. I basically did all the trainings and the choir and also the motivation up. So, yeah, we are done. I'm pretty sure we can finish, we can get at least a decent way through the half of the next month done. Let me see. Alright. Yeah, okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. Who's first? Raphael's first. Yeah. Get his like close combat, like is that what this is called? Fist to A as soon as possible. Hold on, I might wanna do this actually. Your authority is at B+. I think that's high enough for now. Give it the axe and brawl. Yeah, it's called brawl. Yeah, do both of that. Lysithia. Hold on. Lysithia. Your lens needs to be at C, and your writing needs to be at A. Let me see your goal real quick. Did I have your lens on as a goal? Yes, I do. Okay. Writing needs to be at A. Yeah, go for writing. Held boo. Your lens needs to be at C, which it already is. Reason needs to be at B+. Writing needs to be at A. Yeah, go for writing. Aeon Sword.
I've come to... That was... This...
Professor.
Do whatever you want. I don't care.